Felicidades. Congratulations to the new AEW Women's Champion. Britt Baker, yes, you said that a new era of AEW Women's Division will start with you. But guess what, mi querida chismosa Dr. Zeta? New champions and new eras comes with old enemies. Y sí, señores, yo, la mera tan de Rosa, soy una de tus enemigas número uno. So tonight, Britt Baker, I'm gonna show you once more why you are still afraid of me. Because tonight, I'm gonna beat the crap out of Reka Tehaka. Y la nueva era de Tan de Rosa empezará hoy mismo.
For this day for a long time, and Elevation is on the air from Daly's Place with a great crowd on hand. We welcome you, Tony Schiavone, along with the one and only Paul White. You feel that, Paul?
I love it. You know, that's what makes this whole business. That's why I've been in as long as I have. There are all these people ringside right now. That's why everybody that laces up their boots do what they choose to do or because of these fans.
We got tag team action to begin things this week here on Elevation.
The Acclaimed, top of the chain, so I bet you
Yo!
Getting all the fans entertained.
Yo!
Running in the game and we get up.
Yo!
Everybody
Yo!
saying that they want to be
Yo!
Acclaimed.
The Acclaim leaving bitches blistered. We gotta fight the girls from Sister. And y'all can't touch me, identical twins. Too bad you're both ugly. With your whack-ass gene pool. Say it to my face, Bowens, get him a step stool. Hey, y'all should hit the bricks. You're like the vaccine, just two little pricks. AEW! The Acclaimed have arrived!
The Acclaim have arrived here on Elevation, and so is Justin Roberts.
This is the tag team bout set for one fall. Introducing in a combined weight of 325 pounds, Brent and Brandon Tate.
Taking a look at the Ohio Valley Wrestling Tag Team Champions right here. Brent and Brandon Tate, duo from Knoxville. Very young duo, and we are looking forward to seeing them in their AEW debut. And I tell you, Paul, they've got quite a tough draw here.
They definitely have a tough draw with the Acclaimed. It's funny, I'm looking at Brent and Brandon Tate, Ohio Valley. I spent a little time in Ohio Valley. I actually know Nick Densmore quite well myself.
He's trained both these young men. There's been a lot of great wrestlers come through Ohio Valley Wrestling. So here's a good chance on Elevation in front of a great crowd here tonight to really make their name.
Yeah, really make a statement for themselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but as predicted, here comes the Acclaim, and here comes Max Caster with his rap, trying to get under the skin, so to speak, or in the head of his opponents.
Well, it's almost like, you know, going to a roast that you didn't sign up for. You know, Max Caster, he likes to cut straight to the quick, attack the opponent's egos. You know, and then Anthony Bowens comes in as a brute. And you gotta love the Acclaim. They just love having fun. Good tag team there, breaking up the count. That was smart. Keep an eye on your partner.
Into the corner, here comes Max Caster. Max, a big kid, man. He's at 230 pounds, 6'1". They are the number 5 ranked team in AEW. Since Anthony Bowens returned from knee surgery, they have been red hot. Oh, and a save that time. Bryce Remsburg, the referee. How's it feel, man? crowd is back. Fans are into it.
It's so exciting.
It's
so
a great,
exciting to see this amazing crowd here.
It really is.
Yeah. You know the old saying, you don't know what you got till it's gone.
Absolutely.
Well, it's good to have it back. Double leapfrog.
Great job by the
Double hip
Tates.
toss, swing through.
And a double elbow drop that time. Here's a cover. No, only, boy, he didn't get a 1 count that time.
Yeah, Max Caster wasn't having any part of that.
No, he quickly got out. Max is so powerful. Oh, and got the foot up that time. Did Platinum Max Caster. Good reversal. Tag is made, blind tag made. Caster is the legal man in. Oh my goodness, into a neck breaker. Into the knees. What a great tag team tandem move that was.
Well, that's the Acclaim. That's Max Caster and Anthony Bowens. These guys have really, since Anthony Bowens has been back, these guys have really been working well together. They want that top spot in the tag team division, and they're working for it.
Sends him into the ropes. Caster, or make it Bowens. Boy, he missed it, but that step up Enziguri did. Another one on the inside here. Tumbling through, and a spinning discus right hand.
Did you see that athleticism of Anthony Bowens? How quick he shifted gears? There, not there. That quick.
Only one at a time. You hear Bryce Rensburg, the referee. Boy, that one who came in was Max Caster. If any kid knows how to use his power and his size, it's Caster. Here's a pickup and a drop kick. Holding on in into a Death Valley driver that time. I thought for a minute it was like a crucifix drop, but it was into a Death Valley driver.
Good call.
And here's a pickup. Caster up on top. The
Mike
big
drop.
elbow. 1, 2, 3.
Here are your winners, the Acclaimed.
Well, with the mic drop, the Acclaim now 6-2 in their last 8 matches.
They look sharp tonight.
Let's take a look once again, Paul. How about it? He called it out, didn't he?
Well, it's a great thing that the tag team is doing right there. The Acclaim was doing. They're working together, setting each other up. And you know, great tag teams that have had success have always been able to set each other up. The Acclaim definitely gets that done.
Well, last night after Double or Nothing, I had a chance to talk with the winner of the Casino Battle Royale, Jungle Boy.
All right, fans, Double or Nothing is over, but we want to take a few minutes to bring out the young man who won the Casino Battle Royale and who earned a title shot against still champion Kenny Omega coming up in 2 weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, a hearty welcome for Jungle Boy. Congratulations, buddy. You earned it. What a win it was at the Casino Battle Royale, and you got the title shot.
I did. You know, I feel like I've come really close to winning a couple of big matches. And this time I actually did it. And, you know, honestly, it was well worth the wait because it felt amazing to have all these people here to see that. Felt like magic. And now I have probably the biggest match of my life in Kenny Omega. And I'm looking forward to it.
Well, Kenny Omega, let me say this about him, and I think we saw what happened in the three-way match at Double or Nothing, what he can do and what he and Don Callis will do to keep that title around his waist. You got to be very cognizant of that.
I would say, in my opinion, that Kenny Omega...
Christian Cage has come out here. Christian, come on in. Christian, the last man remaining with Jungle Boy in the Casino Battle Royale. Good to see you, my friend.
Tony, pleasure as always. Listen, I'm not trying to come out here and steal your moment or take up too much of your time here, Jungle Boy, but I just want to let you know something. I'm not happy right now. I'm not happy because I don't like to lose. You see, I've always lived by the rule you have to hate to lose more than you love to win to be a champion in this business, especially here in AEW. And look, I have no doubt of your passion for what we do once you step through these ropes. I have no doubt that you grew up a fan the same way that I did. This is all you've ever wanted to do. In fact, I met you when you were this tall. When your dad brought you to the Staples Center and he said, would you take a picture with my son? And I saw it in your eyes then. I saw that this is what you want to do. This was your dream. This is all you wanted. But when I've seen you perform on a weekly basis, I haven't been convinced that you hate to lose. But when you won the Casino Battle Royal, and I came in and I congratulated you, and I looked in your eyes, I saw something that I've never seen before in you. It changed. So I'm out here. I know I said this to you in person, but I want them to hear it too. You did it. Now go win it. You deserve it.
All right, Christian, very cool. How about that, huh? That's quite an endorsement from
Christian Cage, you're a real piece of shit. Come over here. Yeah, we made a pact to get rid of this little punk, and you betrayed me. Nobody betrays Big Money Matt. Yeah, nobody. You're a piece of shit. You have been since day one. You're gonna learn very quickly. Nobody does that. I will do something about it. I will. Oh yeah! Beat his ass. I got it. Beat his ass. Come on!
Someone broke my chain.
This ain't over, you punks!
Piece of shit, someone broke my chain.
Up next in women's competition, Leyla Hirsch versus Robyn Renegade.
This contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Originally from Moscow, Russia, legit Leyla Hirsch.
There she is, Tony, and they say dynamite comes in small packages. Well, Tony, there's some legit dynamite right there.
No question about it, legit Leyla Hirsch. In this matchup here on Elevation has been nothing short of a sensation since she is signed with AEW.
Her opponent from Dayton, Ohio, Robyn Renegade.
Robyn Renegade looking for her first win here. Leyla Hirsch looking for her 12th win. And the young lady, that cross arm breaker, 3 years experience, has really taken her amateur wrestling background and been able to use it in a professional ring, and not everybody can do that.
Well, because of the success of that cross arm breaker, last week Leyla Hirsch cracked the
Yes.
Because of the success of that cross arm breaker, Leyla Hirsch has cracked the top 5 in the women's division.
Yes, as she has cracked the top 5, I have crapped many times, Paul.
I know. I can't wait to hear about that.
Well, there's a story about that and about you back in the 90s.
I know. I saw the piece.
Okay.
I saw it.
That I won't get into, but here is Robyn Renegade, young lady from Dayton, Ohio, who has a dance background as well as a wrestling background. Look at this. You know what I like about this, and we've seen this already in the match, is that we have been, and of course the pandemic is not done yet. I understand it's a long way to go, but we're getting back slowly with vaccinations and with social distancing. But we have gone so long without big crowds.
Right.
And now we've got big crowds, and the wrestlers are responding. It's almost, it's...
Well, it breathes life into you.
Sure.
Everything that you do in the ring, sure, you're trying to build your career, you're trying to build success, you're trying to get wins. But when you have that live audience, it's just that adrenaline feed that just fuels what you're doing. And you're going to see the wrestlers now, they're going to be more crisp, more enthusiastic, more driven to succeed, because now they've got people live watching them. The pressure is on.
And for Leyla Hirsch, here's a good rollover, a crucifix cover that time. She's going to roll her up again. Look at this. So many ways to beat you. 1, 2. Leyla, who signed during the pandemic, has never really wrestled in front of a big AEW crowd before. So this is something completely new to her.
I think as long as Leyla sticks to her amateur background, she's going to have success.
Flips her over, 1-2, just slid right from behind, and Renegade comes up. Oh boy, she kind of caught the knee that time, but Leyla Hirsch missed a lariat, a pickup.
Incredible athleticism and power.
Renegade doing what a lot of young kids will do, Paul, and that is do a lot of talking and not go back to the point of attack again.
And that's real easy to do with a live crowd.
Sure it is.
You know, that's that old bait and switch on what do? Do you focus on the crowd or you pay attention to your opponent? Golden rule, bring the crowd along, but pay attention to your opponent.
Yeah, I know everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants to, look at this. Everybody wants to make a name for themselves. But sometimes the best way to make a name for yourself is win a match.
Right, and I think trying to fire up Leyla Hirsch is not a good way to get things going. Both girls going at it now. I think a little test of will. Nice athleticism. You know, Robyn Renegade's really impressing me in this match with her quickness, her agility, and her power. She's definitely an athlete. And there's that amateur background. Leyla Hirsch gets behind, drops those hips, and sends you for a ride in a German. That's a big high knee to the chin, and she's going for it.
Cross arm breaker, and quickly, Robyn Renegade taps.
Here is your winner, legit Leyla Hirsch.
She entered the rankings, the top 5 for the first time this week at number 5 and gets her 12th win, Paul.
And you can definitely see why she's been getting those wins and why she cracked the top 5. She's smart enough now to know her strength, and her strength is going to that cross arm breaker. Here's that impressive German. All the advantage to Leyla. She's so low, got behind, dropped her hips, sent Robyn Renegade, and then locked in the cross arm breaker right there. It works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Congratulations, Leyla Hirsch.
Leyla Hirsch, 12-3 here in 2021.
I'm no stranger to the chaos. I'm no stranger to adversity. And it seems like every time I go to get ahead in life, the snakes in the grass start to appear. And that's exactly what happened. Serpentico, like a snake in the grass, just shows up to try and get in my way. Well, guess what, snake boy? You just started a fight that you cannot finish! The Varsity Blondes are gonna take you all 4 quarters.
And tonight on Dark Elevation, we're gonna rip the head off the snake. And we're gonna get back to our ultimate goal, which is becoming the AEW Tag Team Champions.
Coming up next, Reka Tehaka versus Thunder Rosa.
This contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from the graveyards of Tijuana, Mexico, Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa set to compete here tonight. But what about Double or Nothing last night? A new era has dawned. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, Thunder Rosa's nemesis, the new AEW Women's World Champion.
Her opponent from American Samoa, Reka Tehaka.
And you know what? Reka Tehaka, not such a bad name either.
No, absolutely not. She's an incredible competitor, too. And I know this is going to sound kind of strange, but I have yet to meet a Samoan in professional wrestling that isn't good.
Wow.
I mean, it's like Samoans are naturally made to be professional wrestlers.
A blanket statement. We'll see if
blanket statement.
Reka Tehaka can live up to that high praise. She's going to have her work cut out for her against the number 2 ranked Thunder Rosa.
Gotta love what Thunder Rosa's doing right here. Right away, she grounds Tehaka, controls the flow of the match, using that experience that we all know Thunder Rosa has, that world-renowned experience. How long she's been doing this? I say, what, 6 years?
Yeah, a little over 6 years, and she has traveled the world, as you said.
But she wrestles like a grizzled veteran, man. She knows what she's doing in the ring, for sure.
She certainly does, but Reka Tehaka, we've seen a lot of her here on Elevation and on AEW Dark as well. She is a very formidable competitor as Thunder Rosa goes for the trip, the leapfrog up and over the top. And Tehaka comes in, gets the arm drag takedown.
Love that nice deep arm drag.
Boot to the midsection there by Thunder Rosa. She's got the cradle into the body slam. And a great crowd on hand here at Daly's Place. So glad to see these fans back as Thunder Rosa sits out with the senton.
Definitely love to have the crowd here with that live energy.
Cover here by Thunder Rosa, just a 2 count. And really, Thunder Rosa, she came to AEW during the pandemic. She hasn't had a chance to compete in front of a live crowd, so you know this has to be a huge thrill for her.
Absolutely, and you can tell this crowd also from watching Elevation and Dynamite, they're certainly familiar with who Thunder Rosa is.
Thunder Rosa now set up, hung out to dry over the top rope. Reka Tehaka building up ahead of steam. Oh,
nice
brutal
pump kick. Wow.
Brutal pump kick. The heel of Reka Tehaka's boot caught Thunder Rosa right on the back of the head. Tehaka covers lateral press, barely a 1 count there.
It's going to take a little bit more than that, I think, to keep a competitor like Thunder Rosa down.
Oh, for sure. We saw in that brutal, unsanctioned, lights-out match.
Wow, did her and Dr. Britt Baker set the bar on that or what?
They certainly did, and Thunder Rosa was the one that came out on top. She was the one that survived. Her toughness was proven that night. Reka Tehaka, though, look at this counter. Rolls up Thunder Rosa, just a 2 count. And Thunder Rosa with the wrist lock, she's got, or the hammer lock, excuse me. Tehaka, though,
able to get that arm out. Smart move on Tehaka's part. If you can free that arm, don't let it stay trapped. Keep your limbs free.
Chop to the chest sends Tehaka back into the corner. A second one. Thunder Rosa extremely heavy-handed, but Reka Tehaka, big headbutt there.
Wow, there's that legendary Samoan headbutt, man. That's such an extra weapon she has, without a doubt.
The hammer throw sends Thunder Rosa into the corner. Tehaka,
a little too eager.
Yeah, got sidestepped right there.
Has that veteran experience with Thunder Rosa.
Great experience, great timing as Thunder Rosa goes through the top and middle with the clothesline, follows up the driving knees to the chest of Reka Tehaka.
I just love hearing this crowd, Excalibur. Oh, that was stiff.
Brutal drop kick to the chest, much to the delight of this crowd here in Daly's Place. The butterfly suplex, the hook of the far leg. Tehaka, though, able to kick out.
Showing great resilience on Tehaka's part.
Absolutely, she is proven to be double tough here, hanging with Thunder Rosa. And Tehaka, a chop and just a clubbing shot. Reka Tehaka trying to light up Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa walked right into that one.
Kind of like what Tehaka's doing here, you know, she's really showing her strength and trying to impose her will a little bit with Thunder Rosa, and she's really stepping up to the plate.
Yeah,
I mean, when you look on the card, you know you're going against a #2 women's ranked competitor. You know you're in for a night of work.
Absolutely, this would be a career-defining victory for Reka Tehaka. Were she able to pull one over on Thunder Rosa, but Thunder Rosa very quickly getting back in the driver's seat. The fireman's carry. Oh, Death Valley driver. Almost like a Death Valley bomb, center of the ring.
That's not enough.
And now she's looking for the Peruvian necktie. She's got it locked in. Reka Tehaka with no choice but to tap out.
The winner of this match, Thunder Rosa.
Paul, Thunder Rosa just continues to impress here in All Elite Wrestling.
Absolutely, but you know what? That was an incredible showing by Reka Tehaka as well. I mean, she is in there with a #2 AEW women's competitor, and she made a good standing for herself.
And here we see the end of the night for Reka Tehaka, that Peruvian necktie locked in, and no choice but to tap out. Thunder Rosa continues her winning ways here in AEW.
Hey, John Box, nos volvemos a encontrar este viernes en Dynamite. Pero ahora vengo con Pac, así es que prepárense. Y tú, Jack Evans, tantas veces en México, pero ahora estás aquí en AEW Elevation. Bienvenido a la casa de Penta.
Penta says, Young Bucks, this Friday on Dynamite, we meet once again. Only this time, I'm coming with Pac. And you, Jack Evans, we faced each other multiple times in Mexico. But tonight, we face each other on AEW Dark Elevation. Welcome to Casa de Penta. Settle!
Great tag team match coming up next. The Varsity Blondes with Julia Hart will take on Chaos Project, Serpentico, and Luther.
This is a tag team bout set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring at a combined weight of 430 pounds, Luther, Serpentico, Chaos Project.
There's these two unique individuals from AEW, quite an unorthodox style and approach. And Luther just creeps me out, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, you said unique. Unique is a very kind word to use for Luther.
Yeah.
He is bizarre. He's eating the paper streamers.
Yeah. Now this is a tag team I can definitely get behind. Young, athletic, good-looking, and talented.
And their opponents being accompanied by Julia Hart at a combined weight of 453 pounds, Griff Garrison, Brian Pillman Jr., the Varsity Blondes.
What a team, the Varsity Blondes. Rose all the way up to #1 in the rankings. Won 9 of their last 11 matches. Had that match, we'll recall, with the Young Bucks. And you can better believe they're going to get another shot at the World Tag Team Championship very, very soon. Look at Brian Pillman go. You know, I don't want to keep bringing up his father, but I have to because I called so many of his matches. His father brought a lot of emotion, a lot of fire, a lot of vigor to matches. And Brian Jr. is doing the exact same thing.
Same thing in his own style, in his own unique way, too. Like, Brian's got a lot of enthusiasm, and he brings that high energy. Right now, he's controlling the flow of the mat. Sunk that big chop into Serpentico. Sometimes I just want to pull Serpentico to the side and just say, hey, man.
Stop it.
You know, there's got to be a better way, bro. There's got to be a better way.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But sometimes you just have to let people do their own thing and figure it out in their own time. Wow, that vault over leg drop was impressive.
Got a 2 count that time. Only a 2 count, as they like to say. Only a 2 count.
Only a 2 count.
Man, well, it's not a 3, and it's not a 1. And there's a full arm dragon twist, and pulling over to the corner. Here's Griff Garrison. Griff had a double major in education at Guilford College in North Carolina. I know Guilford College very well, out of Greensboro.
Nice high drop kick.
1, 2. Matter of fact, Guilford College is where my wife graduated from, and that was back before. Well, she probably graduated with Griff's grandparents.
Stop it now! You're gonna get heat.
Yeah, nothing new. And here's a pickup. Look at this. Great tandem work by Garrison and Flying Brian. 1, 2. Flying Brian Jr. He played lacrosse, by the way. Pillman Jr. did at Mount St. Joseph's in Cincinnati. And you think lacrosse athletes aren't big-time athletes? Yeah, boy, you're wrong. They're some of the best.
Well, if you're going to be a successful lacrosse player, the one thing you got to have is cardio, without a doubt.
Absolutely.
And that transitions over to pro wrestling as well, because we know if you can't breathe, you can't fight.
Yeah, one of the best ones out there, Taz's son, Hook, one of the best young lacrosse players of his generation. Oh, look at this, into the safety rail now. Watch out.
Yeah, how much did Taz pay you for that comment?
Well, no,
Tony?
I just gotta call him like I see him there.
Call it like you see him?
Yeah.
I don't know. That feels like, there's a 50 slipped in your pocket.
Well, I do know that if I didn't say it, then I would hear it.
Well, that's true.
So
that's true.
Path of least resistance, right?
I dig it, brother.
Okay.
I dig it.
Griff.
Speaking of least resistance, this is where Serpentico gets in trouble.
2 count.
Brian Pillman Jr. here in a little bit of trouble. In no man's land, deep in enemy territory. Big knee drop by Luther. It's funny, you look at Luther on his attacks, he's very methodical in how he picks apart his opponents, very deliberate, almost like the eyes of a shark that roll over.
Yeah. Drop toe hold his partner.
Drop toe hold his partner. Poor Serpentico, man.
Well, you know, Serpentico, I guess, could always say, I don't want to do this anymore. Well, I think he's
trying to say it now.
Well, thank you very much. I was saying he could always say no more, which he did.
But can he really? That's the question. You know, it's almost like for Serpentico, we need like an intervention maybe.
I think an intervention may be in order here, Paul.
Right now, Flying Brian Jr. in a little bit of trouble here. Serpentico controlling the momentum of the match. And listen to that crowd, Tony. So much easier to dig in that well, that reserve, that inner fire when you got those people clapping, getting behind you. You know you're there.
Shoves him on the outside. Watch out as Serpentico goes the other way. Luther is down on the floor. Luther, who has been very, very famous or infamous in death matches, knows how to hurt opponents, to say the least. Look at this. He's going to...
Yeah, he's the original death dealer, Tony.
Yes, he is. He's telling Serpentico, get up top. Serpentico says no, and then he says yes. And he's going to... Is he going to throw?
Oh, no.
Julia Hart does handsprings to get in the way there. Meanwhile, Griff Garrison throws him off the top, lures Dr. Luther in, and now moves away. Well,
very smart, Bart. Very smart.
It averted that collision, I can tell you that. And meanwhile, tag on either end. Serpentico and Griff Garrison. Griff tall, rangy, strong. And Buddy has a hell of a lariat and a good scoop slam. Missing. Did not miss that time.
Did not miss that big boot.
Wow. Big soul kick that time, and here he goes in, flying through. Sends Serpentico in. Drops him face first. Covers him up. 1, 2, and does not beat him. Match continues.
At this point, I got to say that all of Serpentico's pain receptors have got to be numb. Flying Brian climbing up to the corner here. There's Luther.
Oh, Serpentico. What? He's using Luther.
I like that twist.
I do. That is a twist.
I think that's a smarter way to get business done.
Yeah, Chaos Project right now could be moments away from winning this match here. Here he comes. Swanton bomb off the top. It connected on Brian Pillman. 2 and 3. No, 2. Says Aubrey Edwards.
Big kick out for Flying Brian Jr. on that one. He really needs to get to the corner and make a tag. He's in a lot of trouble right now. Hear the crowd chanting Varsity. Luther driving those knees in. Smart. Brian covered up. Sometimes that's all you can do is just cover up and weather the storm.
Looking for creeping death, their finisher, and boy, they got it. They got it. Luther's got a 1-2 and a save that time by Griff Garrison from the outside.
Boy, Varsity Blondes are really having to keep an eye on everything here.
They do, buddy. The fact is they hit him from every side, and Luther got that big pump kick in, and that was on target. And now tried another pump kick, a discus forearm shot, and Brian from the top flying off. 1, 2, 3. Varsity Blondes.
The winner of this match, the Varsity Blondes.
How about that? Julia Hart, 2-time national cheerleading champion, And the Varsity Blondes now at 12-4.
You know, and they had to dig deep against the Chaos Project on that one, but that shows why they're the top of the division right now and doing what they're doing.
Brian Pillman, flying, if you will. And there was the prelude to it right there, the discus shot from Griff Garrison.
All right, coming out of Double or Nothing, we will have a bull rope match this Friday on Dynamite between the natural Dustin Rhodes and Nick Camarado. And last night, after Double or Nothing, I talked with Dustin in the ring.
All right, coming up on Friday night, live on TNT, beginning at 10 o'clock Eastern Time, the newest episode of AEW Dynamite. We have signed, Tony Khan has signed a bull rope match as the natural Dustin Rhodes will take on Nick Camarado of the Factory. And let's bring in my guest at this time, the natural Dustin Rhodes. Dustin, I know the Casino Battle Royale was rough and tough, but I know you have a lot more than that on your mind right now.
Tony, we're men here in AEW, and Nick Camarado sees fit to knock me in the head a few times with my bull rope. Well, Nick, you have awakened a beast, okay? I don't care how big you are. I don't care how strong you are. There have been many before you that tried to put me down and keep me there and failed miserably. There are two differences between you and I. You have the power and the strength, but you do not have passion. Passion is what drives me. Passion will see me through the end of everything, no matter what. So, Nick, you play stupid games, you get a nice big surprise upside of your head Friday night, TNT Dynamite bull rope match. You are strapped to me, the natural Dustin Rhodes, unbeaten in a bull rope match. I don't care if I gotta drag you from pillar to post. I will bulldog your ass to hell, and you can count on that.
The natural Dustin Rhodes, he and Nick Camarado live on Friday night in a bull rope match.
Up next in women's tag team competition on Elevation, Nyla Rose, the Native Beast, with the Bunny versus Big Swole and Red Velvet.
This is a tag team bout set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit.
Yikes.
Excuse me!
Wow.
All the glasses and concessions just cracked in their plastic.
I said excuse me!
That's the button right here, Paul, turns down your headphones, okay? There you go. Yeah, much better.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me when she's,
tell
me when she's done.
Hi, Justin Roberts. Where's all my fellow Cougars at? Let me hear you. Now, please model for us. Turn around.
This is degrading.
Yes, ladies? Yes, turn around again.
Poor Justin.
Nah, get the hell out of my ring. Now, for the moment all of you have been waiting for. It is time to present to you Allie and Nyla Rose
for all her bluster, she's got quite a wrestler.
Stand up for the Blondes! Stand up! What's wrong with you?
Well, they're going to bring everybody out here. Not only Nyla, but here's Bunny and here's Blade and members of the Hardy family office.
Gotta love the pairing of Nyla Rose and Bunny. Talk about being physically imposing with that power of Nyla Rose. And then that little addition of psychological warfare with the Bunny.
Their opponents, the team of Big Swole and Red Velvet.
Attitudes change, man, when they come in. Everybody's having a good time now with Swole and Red Velvet.
And this is so nice to see, too, because Big Swole and Red Velvet have always brought that intensity, enthusiasm every time they've stepped through the ropes. And now this crowd gets to feel that energy live, and it's contagious.
Swole. Swole.
Yeah, I'm over here nodding my head, too.
Swole. I mean, too, man.
Yeah.
What would it be?
And I have about as much rhythm as a broken rocking chair.
Well, Paul, I think you've got rhythm. Still looking for it, but I think you got it.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I find it.
Okay, you got it. All right, here's Bunny. And Bunny. Yikes.
Bunny makes you nervous, doesn't she?
Yeah, buddy. See, she's in her own little world, you know, just skipping around, and I don't know.
You know, it's really interesting when you see this matchup, Tony, with Private Party out there and Blade and Vicky. Is there some kind of, like, business thing going on between Matt Hardy and Vicky Guerrero?
Well, you know what? That's a good question. And the fact that they're all out here together, knowing that that Private Party and Blade, they're all behind support of Bunny here. But I don't think that Matt Hardy would send Bunny out here if he didn't have some sort of deal going on with Vicky or Nyla.
Matt Hardy doesn't pour a cup of coffee unless he's got a deal.
That's right. Exactly. Bunny over the top. Look at Red Velvet send her in. Velvet with a leg whip lariat that time. And a tag. And here comes Nyla Rose. And it's going to slow down a great deal because she is going to be plotting and powering and just running her right through people. Look at Swole.
Yeah, there's no... Big Swole isn't nervous at all. Smart Big Swole, attack that lower knee, bring that beast down. Big back senton.
And a 2 count.
Smart move here on Big Swole's part. Definitely, if you can keep Nyla Rose grounded, you take away a lot of that strength and power. Nice. Double face plant.
Trying to knock her down.
Well, Red Velvet smart, using that speed.
Yeah, use this. Oh, look at Vicky. Like,
there you go. There you go. Run, Red Velvet, run.
Oh, man. Double team maneuver that time, and a good job by Bunny on the outside. Oh, look at now Nyla Rose stirring it up here.
All that taunting. That's the thing about Nyla Rose. Not only is she impressive and powerful, but she's also just mean. Look at that power and strength. Just snatch Red Velvet up. Threw Red Velvet into Bunny's boot.
Oh, and a just Boy,
Just an elbow flipper right to the top of the head.
not only that, here's 1, 2. And listen, I understand that piercing is a part of what we do now. I've got.
I get it. But
piercing your tongue, okay. I know a lot of people do that. They get that. I just.
I don't have the nerve to do it. I'd be afraid I'd chew it and shatter my teeth.
Well, yeah, but no, we announce, Paul. We're not going to have anybody stick anything in their tongue.
I got enough problems announcing on my own. I don't need to add to my problems.
But anyway, she's just she's an evil bunny is what she is.
Oh, yeah, you can see it, bro. There's no sympathy or empathy going on there. No, everything is... There's no sympathy or empathy going on inside the bunny. Absolutely.
Oh, look at that. She got tripped up as well. I think Vicky may have tripped her up when she hit the turnbuckle pad. She fell face first. And I think maybe she had tripped her up. I'm not sure.
Well,
she hit hard,
Vicky's
I know
smart.
that.
She's hiding from the camera. She's hiding from the referee. You know, Vicky's a veteran. She knows when to insert herself whenever she needs to. Bunny in control right now. Tagging in the Beast. Good teamwork between Nyla Rose and the Bunny so far, too. Seems like they're really working well together. You should use your investigative reporting skills and find out if there is something going on.
Investigative reporting skills.
See what I did there? I set you up to go ask Vicky.
It's like, you know, when I used to work with the late great Bobby Heenan, you say I'm a broadcast journalist. I'd say, you're a wrestling announcer. Not a broadcast journalist. So that's what I am. I'm a wrestler. So maybe I'll do some investigative reporting. You know, Vicky and I always have gotten along. I mean, we have. You know,
I've gotten along with Vicky too.
You got to, buddy. Right? You damn well better.
You damn well better. Exactly. Red Velvet going up here, going to the top. Nice cross body cover. 2 count. Beast kicked out of that. Red Velvet digging deep here. You gotta, as outsized as she is right now, there's so much power that Nyla Rose has, and Red Velvet is just sticking in this fight. This girl does not know the meaning of the word quit.
Look at this, man. You just see it in her eyes. Picks her up without, oh my God.
Well, that's authority, that works.
That is authority.
Nice big choke slam. That sets the tone right there. Nyla Rose still just imposing her will on Red Velvet. Now this I disagree with a little bit. When you get as much power as Nyla Rose has, you don't need this. I appreciate the effort, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Stick with what works. And that's all the hope in the break that Red Velvet needed right now. Just a little reprieve to make that tag.
Swole encouraging Velvet to slide on over and make the tag. It looks like there'll be a tag made on the other end as well. Yes, no.
Big Swole is ready to dish it out.
Both ends now. Swole coming in. Down goes Bunny. Here comes Swole again. Both arms up in the midsection. And again. Bunny held her own that time. Nicely done. Look at Swole's quickness. Oh, got a forearm shot in. And a cutter through the ropes.
Step through the ropes. Cutter. Big Swole is lit up. She's ready. Bunny got out of town on that one.
Picks up Bunny. Swole using those very strong legs of her, foisting her down. 1, 2, but Bunny's out. Bunny, man, obviously you can see in a lot of pain, but Swole is not done yet. Her partner's still hurting on the other side there. Red Velvet.
Red Velvet took a lot. She's in a lot of trouble right now, a lot of pain.
So Swole kind of on her own right now. Missed a lariat that time. Tag was made. A blind tag was made. And, oh, didn't see her coming.
Wow. Just such a momentum changer when Native Beast steps in. Nyla Rose just steps in and just changes the momentum of everything.
Fighting her way off. Swole, that great athleticism of hers. Oh!
I look like that run Big Swole's bell.
Man, it really is. Swole, good go behind. Dirty dancing. Got her down. 1, 2, that's her move. The dirty dance, kind of a ripcord maneuver. And she almost won it, but Bunny had to save it. And Bunny will send Velvet on the outside.
Look at Bunny laugh. Laugh with a boot to the face from Big Swole.
Now it's Big Swole paired off in with the former Women's World Champion headbutt. Meanwhile, on the floor, there's trouble on the floor. And a right hand by Bunny. It dazed Big Swole. She falls back and gets pinned.
Here are your winners, the team of the Bunny and Nyla Rose.
I'm not sure, Tony, but I think Bunny had her fist loaded when she hit Big Swole.
That's why I said something went on the floor. I'm not so sure what it was.
I mean, I get a Big Swole headbutted the native beast Nyla Rose and was a little bit stunned, but when she came back off those ropes after Bunny's shot, she was out.
There it is. It hit her right on top of the head.
And she did. She had something loaded in her hand. Well, sometimes those numbers games get to you.
They got to him there, and the winners are Bunny and Nyla Rose.
I'm here with the bad boy, Joey Janela. And Joey, to say that your match against Hangman Adam Page on last week's Dynamite was a hard-hitting affair would be an understatement. In fact, he knocked you around pretty good.
No shit. No shit, Alex. No shit. Look at my beautiful teeth. Look at, he chipped my tooth. These teeth were perfect, Alex. Look at this tooth. Look at it! Shit. Son of a bitch.
Sonny Kiss was by your side throughout it. Yet on last week's AEW Dark, you weren't by his side when he was attacked by Hook following his match against Brian Cage.
How many times do I have to explain myself, Alex? To the people? To you? I had a splitting, disgusting, painful migraine. You ever had a migraine that just paralyzes you? That you are walking in a fog and you don't know what day of the week it is? Well, I knew it was almost Bad Boy Summer. But I had no idea where I was. And Sonny Kiss, we're like this. We're like jelly and Nutella. We're like apples and oranges. We're BFFs. Me and Sonny are gonna be there to watch each other's backs to the end. Friends to the end. Just like me and you, Alex. We're becoming buddies. We're becoming friends, right?
Yeah, you know, I texted you to go out to the beach for Bad Boy Summer. You said you were going. I didn't hear back.
Well, Alex, you know how it is on the beach. Service is a little, You know, I didn't get your text till after I left the beach, but it was a good time. But next week, you know that go-go bar down in Miami, Big Mommy Milkers? Give me a text. Let's go have a good time. We'll tell your family that you're studying the history of the Houston Oilers, right? Something like that, right? Some football stuff.
Milkers.
Great singles matchup coming up next. Jack Evans of TH2 will take on Penta El Cero Miedo along with Alex Abrahantes.
This bout is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Being accompanied to the ring by Angelico from Parkland, Washington. Weighing 172 pounds, Jack Evans.
Crazy Jack Evans loves seeing this guy out in the ring.
I do too, man. Members of TH2, this has a potential of being a great one-on-one matchup here on Elevation.
And here's a guy that has won a soft spot in my heart, Angelico. Angelico has got to be one of the coolest dudes in AEW. I'm sorry. He does that club dancing. You know, everything in his world just Must be groovy, you know? Look at him. I dig it. And the guy knows how to apply, what, 1,003 holds?
Man, he can do it. He can do a lot of different things, and he's a great submission wrestler. Use his length, but let's talk about his partner and what his partner's got ahead of him. As we go back to Justin.
And his opponent being accompanied by Alex Abrahantes from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing 198 pounds, Penta El Cero Miedo.
There you go.
I love it. Oh, that's so good to see that interaction.
A youngster out of the crowd.
Yep. He's already got the kids started yelling, buy the merch, kid, buy the merch.
That's pretty cool.
And it is pretty cool merch.
That was a cool moment, too. And, well, I'm not so sure how cool Alex Abrahantes is. But he thinks he is, and I guess that's half the battle, Paul.
That's half the battle. If you don't believe it, nobody else will.
Hey, like I said, it's going to be a great match. Penta El Cero has won 30 matches in his AEW career. Has so many different ways to beat you. And he's got quite a following, as you can see, not only here, but all over the world. Many different countries. And here we go. Rick Knox, the referee. We're expecting a great matchup. Good to have you with us here on what has turned out to be a fantastic night of elevation.
Jack Evans needs to pay attention to El Penta in the ring right now. We both know how dangerous El Penta can be. Quick.
Penta El Cero Miedo. No one takes off with love like Penta. And Alex caught it. Good job, Alex.
Seems like he should get like an isotoner endorsement.
Jack having none of it. I don't know what Jack's saying, but he believes himself.
I don't know if Jack knows what he's saying.
Okay.
Okay.
He's monologuing, guys.
Well, Jack, we don't have a microphone, so start wrestling.
Okay, he's monologuing.
I don't know if Penta's the guy to do that with. You know?
Just like all the bad guys in all the movies and all the comic books.
They're monologuing too long?
Monologuing too long. Well, yeah. Don't open yourself up to Penta.
We kind of saw that one coming.
Ali's going for his package power driver right now. Jack slipped behind him that time. Jack over the top, and again! And again!
2 for 2.
Wow. He was going to that fear factor immediately. And he's going to try it again? Yeah. It's a package pile driver, followed up by the arm breaker. Jack again slips behind. Boy, and really a great spin wheel kick.
Well, it just shows how athletic Jack Evans is. Whether he's half nuts or he likes to monologue too long, doesn't matter. The guy's an incredible athlete, and he knows how to get out of stuff. He's a good wrestler.
And he trained in Calgary under the Hart family. Obviously, you've got.
Oh, look at this, Tony. Look what he's done here.
Yeah.
He's tied Penta's mask up in the ropes.
And there you see Rick Knox trying to untie, but Penta's mask has been put into a knot. Jack got the blow in, though. He got it. It worked. It worked for him.
You know, and that takes a little bit of a sadistic mind to even think of doing something like that.
Jack Evans, former AAA World Cruiserweight Champion. He's held 4 single titles all over the world. Sends Penta into the ropes.
Double knee to the chest.
Got him hooked. Snap suplex. Floats over the top and covers, but only gets 2 as he only did not hook a leg that time. Great crowd tonight. Just love. Glad you could watch us. Yeah, glad you could watch us here on our YouTube channel. Elevation, sensational matchup. Jack with a cartwheel into a back elbow. Here he goes up on top. This is where he dominates. How about that hang time where he can just extend the left leg and kick? Oh, that time Penta got the knees up, but Jack still makes a cover.
It shows Jack's athleticism, and his quirkiness makes him unpredictable sometimes. Unless he's going to a back handspring, and then Penta was 2 for 2 tonight on that.
Up on top. Like he maybe was going for his senton, 630 senton, possibly there.
Nice
Northern
bridge.
Lights, yeah,
Wow.
into a suplex. Got him up again. Wow, sit out power bomb. That is 1, 2, and Penta just shoved him out of the way. And Penta's got some left, but I tell you, he's unloaded on him here.
He has unloaded on him. Penta's saying no quiero. No quiero for El Zero.
Okay, into the ropes. Oh.
Oh, nice kick to the head.
Yeah, ducking the clothesline, going over the top of the sling blade maneuver. And another one. And a roll up and a cover. 1, 2, no.
So Penta trapped the arm and the leg on that cover.
Yep.
That's experience right there. Nice to see that. I prefer hooking a limb on a cover, not just laying on somebody like it's a living room rug.
Right. And you know what? And there haven't been many matches. I don't know what the number is, but you don't win many matches without hooking.
No, you got to. It's all about leverage.
Yeah, it's what they call a pinning combination.
There you go. You act like you've done this before.
Well, years of it, Paul.
Years of
and
it.
here you go. Look at that handspring.
Wow.
And Penta saw it coming, move it out of the way. He ducks another sling blade. This one's on the floor. And it wiped out Jack. And look at Alex Abrahantes.
I actually forgot he was out here.
I didn't. Going, yeah.
But I love the experience of Penta.
Yeah, at 1, 2, and
flexibility of Jack Evans.
Yes,
there you
sir.
go.
Too close to the ropes that time.
And smart enough to get on the second rope so the referee could see it too. That's a lot of thinking going on right there.
Has him caught up against. Ooh.
Yeah, Penta will solve that flexibility problem.
I felt that one before it happened. Ugh. I mean, when you get kicked around there anyway, especially when you get kicked on the inside of the thigh.
Well, it just locks up those, those inner thigh muscles.
Sure.
Those abductors get locked up, and it's, anybody that's ever had a cramp in the abductor. Oh, pinning. Oh, feet on the rope. Good try, Jack. Referee saw it. You're not allowed to do that, buddy.
What's Jack arguing about? Like I didn't mean to it.
That's not legal. Oh, that was in there.
Big thrust kick that time by Penta El Cero M.
I thought Luther was in the ring for a second.
I did too. That guy is worried about Jack. And Jack goes up on top. Penta. Whoa. A Canadian destroyer that time by Penta. And there is the fear factor. 1, 2, 3.
Even that fear factor, he hooks the leg.
The winner of this match, Penta El Cero Miedo.
31 wins for him in AEW. Not many can say that.
Look at the focus on El Penta here. That Canadian destroyer right away. No waste of time, no monologuing, right into fear factor. I've said it before and I'll say it again. That's one of the most devastating looking finishes I've ever seen.
Penta El Cero M. No fear is your winner here on Elevation.
Up next in women's competition on Elevation, Ashley Demois versus Ty Conti.
This bout is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making her way to the ring from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Ty Conti.
One of the real sensations in the last year here in AEW. Look at the record, 13-3. Ty Conti has been ranked number 3 for 5 straight weeks in the women's division here of AEW.
Her opponent from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Ashley D'Amboise.
Ashley D'Amboise. Nice smile, young French-Canadian wrestler. Great athletic background from Ashley. And she's still looking for her first win here in AEW.
It's definitely going to be a tough one against Ty.
Yeah.
Ty has a black belt in judo and a blue belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
And right now she has a lot of momentum, and that means a lot.
Momentum,
Paul.
good word. Momentum is the word. You know, that's the thing. You go out here every night and you compete, and you try to get that momentum. You try to keep firing on all cylinders and keep that going, and that's when a lot of magic happens.
Missing a lariat that time. Ty with the back elbow. That found its mark.
Yeah, it did. That
roll
was
her
in
up.
there.
Good penny coming. Look at that bridge. That
Smart.
time.
Uses all of her body on the legs, holds Ashley down. Definitely a good cover attempt. And the fans here, they love Ty.
Yeah, and she responds as well. Rolled up by Ashley. D'Amboise had a penny combination there and a drop kick.
Nice drop kick. Great athleticism.
Yeah, why not try it, right? Nicely done. And again, a warning to the hair, but there's that elbow. Second time. Look at that extension of that right leg.
You know, Tony, I got to say, I'm watching Ty right now, and she's really glowing a lot. I think this is her first time competing in front of a live crowd.
Well,
you know, here on AEW like this, you can feel it a lot in the way they approach their match, the way they're approaching what they're doing in the ring, and they look at that crowd, they acknowledge them, they feel them, the intensity picks up. You know, Ty right now using that leg strength.
Yep, in a triangle sleeper hold. There you see that right leg hooked under the left leg. That's pushing down, and all the force on D'Amboise.
Smart move by D'Amboise to get to the ropes. The ring is your friend. Ring awareness is a big thing to be successful as a professional wrestler.
Dumped her on the outside, and here D'Amboise maybe have an opening, but Ty landed on her feet. Here she comes. Oh, Ty meets her first with a forearm shot. And has her picked up. Oh, right across the back.
Look at that fire. Ty is fired up.
Right in front of the fans here at the front row ringside.
There's a nice high five.
There you go.
That guy won't wash his hand for a month.
D'Amboise tried a lariat. Ty's got her.
That's that jiu-jitsu judo throw there,
absolutely.
I guess, right?
Yeah.
Judo throw?
Judo throw. Wow, standing pump kick.
That was in there, too. She also trapped the arm. Put all that kinetic force right into the kick. Nice lariat.
Running lariat. D'Amboise goes down for a second time now. Here goes Ty Conti back. Blocked it. Spin that time. Sends her into the corner. Ty Conti had a steam. Oh, that time the pump kick had a lot behind it. She's going to do it again from the other side. Here she comes. Oh, right to the side of the head.
That flexibility is really impressive. To deliver that flexibility with force. And look at that smile on Ty. She's loving this crowd, and the crowd's loving her. Don't hang on to the ropes. She'll kick your hand off. That's kind of a veteran move. I appreciate that.
She's got her hooked up. This could be for the Ty KO. Gory special into a standing knee strike. She's got her in. Oh, the DD Ty. She put them both on. 1, 2, 3.
The winner of this match, Ty Conti.
Ty Conti is the winner. Big, broad, contagious smile on her face. Let's take a look one more time. There is the Ty KO and the DD Ty. Well, she can execute him, can't she, Paul?
She sure can. And, you know, and that's the thing. That's part of her being in the zone and feeling the crowd. I could do this, but you know what? I'm going to give you this instead. She is definitely in the momentum.
Yes, she is. She has won 7 of her last 8 matches. Ty Conti, your winner, on Elevation. Jungle Boy in action next. Member of Jurassic Express will take on JD Drake of the Wingmen.
This contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Being accompanied to the ring by the Wingmen from Shelby, North Carolina, weighing 301 pounds, J.D. Drake.
You know, Tony, I'm happy already to see J.D. Drake actually walking out like the blue-collar badass. He got rid of that ugly shirt.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give him his badass card back.
And he's out with the Wingman, Cesar Bononi, of course, the Hollywood Hunk, and that pretty Peter Avalon.
You know, those guys invited me to a poker game.
Really?
Yeah, I think I might go play. I could use some spare change.
You may want to rethink that, Paul.
What's the worst that could happen?
You beat them all up. Or you could play them on AEW Casino, the new mobile game. How about that? Let's go back to Justin Roberts.
And his opponent being accompanied by the fellow members of Jurassic Express from Valley Village, weighing 168 pounds, Jungle Boy.
The winner of the Casino Battle Royale at Double or Nothing. And in 2 weeks on Dynamite, Jungle Boy is going to get his world title shot against Kenny Omega. And a well-deserved one, I might add. Coming out with Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy could be a world champion in 2 weeks. Look at the fans.
Just a baby, but he's got the most matches, I think, so far in AEW, correct?
How about that?
That's grizzled, man.
Yeah, 45 wins since the start of 2020. Into 2019, having taken then AEW World Champion Chris Jericho to a 10-minute draw.
Yeah, his future's only going to get better.
Yeah. Well, this is a great contrast in styles here, Paul.
Oh, definitely. I mean, don't kid yourself. J.D. Drake fancies himself an aerial assault artist as well. We'll see what J.D. Drake's plan is tonight. Right now, I think he's a little overwhelmed by this amazing elevation crowd.
I think they both are a little bit.
Yeah. Business is good.
Yes, sir, baby. And Marco's stunt, as always, is going berserk.
Look at that smile on Jungle Boy. What a great feeling to be grizzled and put in all those matches, and now we got the fans back. Look at this crowd. They are fired up. Nice aggressive lockup.
Yes, sir, man. Go get it, right? I love aggressive lockup.
Yeah, I do too. Sets the tone.
Absolutely. Move out of the way.
You know, Jungle Boy's like, yeah, don't mind if I do. Might be a little bit of trouble here. J.D. Drake's a lot to grab a hold of.
Oh, big forearm shot.
Big forearm shot.
And you get caught in the corner, Paul, against this badass.
The blue-collar badass?
Yes, sir.
Blue-collar badass with the fancy boots. And Jungle Boy will find a way. And he got the chop in just to let you know, yes, I didn't forget about it.
Jungle Boy saying, go ahead, chop me. No, forget about it. Jungle Boy hanging on, springing off the top rope, arm whips him down. Jungle Boy with a drop kick.
And that right there is why the AEW fans love Jungle Boy. Listen to him, I love that sound.
Phenomenal athlete, man. Here he comes towards you, fans. Taking down the Hunk, the Hollywood Hunk, and Cesar Bononi.
Did the Hollywood Hunk break his Oswald?
Yep. Oh, ow! Wow. How about that?
That's a change of direction. That reminds me of a legendary thug named Fit Finley who did stuff like that.
You're exactly right, Paul.
It's like J.D. Drake studied Fit Finley's moves there a little bit.
Who wouldn't, right?
Who wouldn't?
That's right.
Listen, if you want to be successful in professional wrestling, I guarantee you that's a guy that's a great idea to model your attack strategy.
Absolutely.
Nothing is wasted for that guy.
His son David has been a great wrestler as well. And
I remember when that kid was born.
I'm sure you do. Face first.
Oh, J.D. Drake's loving this right now.
And so is pretty Peter Avalon.
Pretty Peter. I'm still trying to figure out why they call him Pretty Peter.
I think that was, he gave that to himself.
Oh, okay. Would the nicknames count if you give them to yourself?
I don't know if it does.
Could I call myself High Flying Paul White?
Yes, you could.
There you go.
As a matter of fact, I would love for you to do that.
I don't think I will.
Okay.
You know.
And the, look at the blue-collar badass, man.
Showing a little athleticism.
One.
But that's a game I don't want to see J.D. Drake get confused with. Don't try to outfly Jungle Boy. Stick to what works. Right now, this is working. Apply that weight. Lay on Jungle Boy. Make it hard for Jungle Boy to move. Make him spend some of that energy. Look at Marco Stunt keeping the crowd going. Nice drop kick by J.D. Drake.
One. Only a one count. Well,
yeah,
no,
I think
count.
J.D. Drake tried to cover so hard on that one, I think he slid off Jungle Boy.
Yeah, maybe so. Kick right between the shoulder blades for good measure.
Sometimes that, look at Jungle Boy firing back. That's why Jungle Boy's grizzled, man. He doesn't just sit there and take a beating. He's going to fire back.
No, here's a cover. One. Two count.
You know, if I had to date myself in history and go back to guys that had a lot of fire, guys that I knew no matter how bad they were in the fight, they were always going to fight. You know, I'm going to throw out Tommy Wildfire Rich.
Sure.
You know, and Jungle Boy, though he's more modern, has a much higher athletic style. He still has that same kind of grit and fire.
Yeah, somebody say something about grit.
Somebody said something about baby needs a new pair of shoes.
You know, a lot of wrestlers are different. When they get a man down, they would like them to use their own energy getting back up.
Absolutely.
Some just reach up, pull you up by the hair to get you back up.
Well, whatever works.
Right.
I mean, you know, if you can distract your opponent and keep them guessing, it's always good. But the name of the game, if you've got a size and weight advantage, you always want to use that size of weight and apply it. Make the other guy have to compensate for that. And this weight disparity right here, and Jungle Boy being smart, going right to the wheels.
That's right.
That's been the biggest nemesis for any big guy, is the guy that attacks the wheels. Right there, J.D. Drake's base was off. Jungle Boy, who is less weight, was able to take J.D. Drake off his feet with a lariat because the base wasn't solid. And we talk about that wide, solid base.
Landing on the apron that time. Here goes Jungle Boy again to the ropes.
Step through DDT, nice.
Nicely done, and a covered, stunned the big guy. 1, 2, no. But he had a real good pinning combination on him that time.
That's the thing for J.D. Drake right now, too. Not taking anything away from him, but this is harder for Jungle Boy because he just doesn't have the same size.
Right.
You know, J.D. Drake can cough and almost get out of a pinning situation.
You see Jungle Boy.
And Jungle Boy's going to make him cough.
Yeah.
You know, kick his lungs right out of his nose. That's a good strategy.
JJ said, come on, or JD said, come on, kick me again. And there he's letting Drake use his own energy to get up.
Not a big fan of that. I'm never a big fan of standing there and just hitting me. I mean, I did a little boxing back in the day, and keeping your hands up is the #1 rule. Protect yourself at all times.
Roy telegraphed a swinging neck breaker. Jungle Boy did. And Jungle Boy is rolling out to the wrong side here.
That's that ring awareness.
Yep.
It's so important. Sometimes you can roll out of a bad situation, out of the frying pan into the fire, so to speak.
Yeah, the wingmen are there, and quickly.
Aubrey Edwards is trying to keep control, keep an eye on all this action.
Luchasaurus and...
That's true, too. Luchasaurus is out there, so...
And Marco was... Oh, look, here we go. Like I said, wrong side. Here comes Luchasaurus. Down goes Benoni. Up on top. Oh, he was caught. Oh, my God.
Looked like Jungle Boy went for a dive. J.D. Drake caught him.
Oh, cannonball into the corner.
Got to agree with J.D. Drake's build. That cannonball was a good call in the corner. Big drop kick. I don't know about that kind of cover.
2. Oh, he barely got out. Had all that weight across him, but couldn't hold him down.
Now's not the time to wonder what happened, J.D. Turn it up. You got the advantage, buddy. Turn it up. It's not algebra. Stay in the fight. Yeah, Pretty Peter.
Got a headache, I believe.
I have a headache when I take some money off of him, I'll tell you that much.
Remember, AEW Casino Games.
Casino Games. I kind of like doing it live in person. You know, maybe I'll do both at the same time. Maybe I'll beat him in the game and do it live in person.
Free to play on the App Store and Google Play. And what? No, had him down.
There he goes. He goes for the snare trap.
Going for the snare trap, and he's got the
snare trap locked in. Locked in. Locked in.
And he taps!
JD Drake taps!
Here is your winner, Jungle Boy.
Jungle Boy is now 15-6, and that is win number 46 in his very young AEW career.
That grizzled Jungle Boy gets it done again. Love it. I can't wait to take those guys' money.
Since the start of 2020, he has won 46 matches. Kenny Omega's won 45. In singles competition, he is 15-6.
You know, we should get Jungle Boy like a shampoo endorsement. And that's not me hating because I don't have any hair. That's a serious business thing. Now I said it out loud, probably Matt Hardy's going to try to bring it to him.
Jungle Boy gets the win here on Elevation. And Jurassic Express celebrating yet another win.